How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Man here today. Today I am bringing you guys some more of this Lily Torkoal kind of team. Today we are hopefully going to be showcasing more of the same of what we did in the last episode. Just have some fun, play with these Pokemon, and have a great time. Our first opponent, Ahsoka, is rocking out with a Roaring Moon and Murkrow as the lead. We're rocking out with a Torkoal and Flutter main. And man, I'll tell you what Torkoal and Flutter main are up to, I'm expecting in this situation Earthquake, which is not the best thing ever. I'm going to switch Torkoal out and go for a Tera Fairy and get this Dazzling Gleam. Hopefully we can just one-shot both of these Pokemon. Sitting out Landorus in the Torkoal slot, basically so I can get this Intimidate off if they happen to outspeed us, because this Murkrow could very easily go for a Tailwind. So being able to get that Intimidate off could be very, very useful about keeping our Flutter main alive. And I feel like if we can keep Flutter main alive, we have a shot to win. Because we could we could double KO this right now. They are decided to Terrasilize. Who are you Terrasilizing? The Roaring Moon, that makes sense. To a ground type, okay. So my prediction about the Earthquake is correct. It just now comes down to is Quash. Okay, that's a good move. Sad to see. Earthquake coming out. Can we live? Come on, Flutter me. I got to have you to live. You got some pretty bad defense. But if you can live this, he has been intimidated. Come on. No. Okay. So unfortunately, I put all my eggs in one basket. And Flutter main just went down. Flutter main cannot handle the heat. I mean, in reality, should I have probably switched Flutter main out? Yes. Obviously, the answer is yes. But at the same time, I think we're okay. I don't think we're hurt just yet. I probably need to find a way to get rid of that Murkrow. But I also want to keep damage on that Roaring Moon. So we're going to EQ there. And I'm going to Dragon Dance. Quashing the Dragonite. Interesting play. What you playing here? As we're going to go EQ, we're going to hit that Roaring Moon with some damage. Yeah, that's good damage. As he goes for Dragon Tail. Oh. Never lucky. Never lucky there. Okay. They just don't want me getting all set up. I see what they're doing. Okay. Yeah, that Murkrow is becoming more and more of an issue. Let's throw a Rock Slide at it. Let's go ahead and honestly, let's just throw a Heat Wave. I mean, remember, the Roaring Moon has been intimidated. Torkoal has good defense. They're finally seeing a Tailwind coming out instead of a Quash. And EQ. It's EQ time, apparently. And I don't want to see that. I really don't. Even though he has that Intimidate drop, I still don't want to see this. Come on, Torkoal. Thank you. Thank you for living. Rock Slide coming out. Does a lot of damage to Murkrow. Come on, Torkoal. I need you to finish this off. Connects the Heat Wave and not able to knock out both of them. That's huge. That is very huge. Being able to knock out both in this situation. They just set up Tailwind though. So we're still at a disadvantage. But you could see why Murkrow is still used. That Quash. That disrupted me. You know what I'm saying? Just good enough. Sandy Shock's coming out. Alright, from my knowledge, Sandy Shocks don't do much. And Torkoal. Okay. Sandy Shocks don't do much to the Landorus. Let me put it that way. Especially if it can't Terrasilize. Fantastic to see this. I'm going to go ahead and throw an Earthquake out. The safe play probably is to protect the Torkoal this turn. Just to see what they want to do. You can expect an Earth Power, a Thunderbolt into the Torkoal slot. But being able to just hit this super powerful Earthquake right here will be fantastic. I mean, yeah, their Torkoal also decides to protect, which I'm all fine for. Sandy Shocks is going to go for an attack. He might have even targeted into our Torkoal. Going for the discharge. Lenders does not care about that discharge. So this is a good turn for Lenders to maybe potentially get this KO unless he's Focus Sash here. Let's find out. Let's find out. Come on. Don't be Focus Sash. Don't be Focus Sash. Here goes the EQ. And it survives. Wow. I've seen that count go the other way where it just does not survive. At this point, Earthquake. Switching to Dragonite. Dragonite might... Yeah, you're thinking, well, why are you wanting to save Torkoal over the Dragonite? Basically, I just know Dragonite can handle the EQ, and if Dragonite's in this situation, Flash Cannon coming out, not doing that much, Chief, not doing that much, followed up with our Landorus Earthquake. I know that Dragonite can take an attack too. Torkoal, I mean, especially if he's going to go for like Flash Cannon, we're just in a better spot. Yeah, 69 Lamau. Anyway, yeah, this battle's practically over though. Dragonite was just kind of just nice to send in there just for that. Just know that he can take the attacks type ordeal, and I'm able to fire off a free Earthquake instead of my Torkoal having to take damage. But yeah, good game. Good game. That was fantastic. Game 1. I almost thought I was about to lose that. So, hey, that was close. That was close. Alright, our next opponent is Nico, rocking out with the Annihilate Garchomp, Corviknight, Grimmsnarl, Gengar, and Rotom Wash. Alright, what can we do here? Tell you honest truth, Torkoal Lilligant doesn't look half bad. I'm just a little bit afraid of the Annihilate, but I think we can deal with it. If we are afraid of the Annihilate, Fluttermane's still not a bad option to have in the back. And then looking at the rest of their team, really and truthfully, I think Amoonguss is fine. Because if we put stuff asleep, that's fantastic for us. Yeah, putting stuff asleep with the Amoonguss in the back, just if it comes down to it. Plus, Amoonguss can tank some attacks, so it's just always a good thing. It's always just a good thing to have a good old Amoonguss in the back occasionally. Gengar and Rotom. Okay, hello guys. How y'all doing? This is about to get kind of messy though for y'all. I don't know if y'all want to stay in or not, but you know, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to. We're going to go ahead and Heat Wave instead of Eruption because I want to go for Solar Blade into that Rotom. And there's a chance that Torkoal can get hit here. I just don't want that. That fall under Eruption, and Eruption's like super weak. Where Heat Wave is more consistent if I'm not going for after you. But Heat Wave also has a chance to miss, so we know how that is too. Here comes Solar Blade though. This is a pretty cool attack. Solar Blade coming out. And it just one-shots the Rotom. We love to see that. To me, it's a really neat animation as well. Here comes a Sludge Bomb into the Lilligant. We're Focus Sash. Don't be poisoned. Fantastic, right? No poison. And we get the Heat Wave, but we miss. Yo, we missed the Heat Wave. How unfortunate is that? So if I would have went for Eruption, it would have been a better move. We missed. I called it though. I called that we were going to miss that. Alright, so now we're in this situation. I want to go for the after you. Get as much damage as we can. This is a super boosted Torkoal, by the way. So I mean, let's go. Charcoal boosted, Sun boosted. Yeah, look how much damage it did to Garchomp. Tera boosted, and that's full health boosted. That did so much damage to Garchomp. Eruption has been disabled, unfortunately, followed up by a Rock Slide that Lilligant avoids. Nice. Nice. Torkoal, can you take this? 7 HP. Let's go. Let's go. Heat Wave. Don't miss. Let's go for after you again. Don't miss the Heat Wave. And we could get another... We might be able to knock out Garchomp and Gengar here. Not gonna lie. If we hit this Heat Wave, we could knock out Garchomp and Gengar. I know we can knock out Gengar, no problem. Gengar should have been long gone, by the way. Just saying. But hey, Lilligant being able to dodge that Rock Slide there is huge. It's very huge because now it gives me this opportunity to make this play the next turn. So you know what? Everything evens out in the end, right? Torkoal took the kind offer, going for the Heat Wave. Gengar! It misses Gengar again. Hello, please connect to Gengar eventually. How is Gengar dodging so much? Garchomp cannot dodge. Garchomp goes down. We'd love to see that as Haze. Why you go for Haze? There is no setup move. We ain't set up nothing, man. This is that's the power of Torkoal. It's just that powerful. I think he misclicked. That's definitely a misclick there, my friend. Anyway, we got this Heat Wave. We got the after you. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can get this Torkoal Lilligant sweep here. Corviknight cannot deal with this. Come on. Give me the Torkoal Lilligant sweep. We all want to see it. We all want to. Hisui and Lilligant is so good. It is so good. Let's go. Heat Wave coming out. It's not missing the Gengar this time. And we knock out the Corviknight as well. One shot the Corviknight, which is huge. Let's go, Torkoal. Hey, 1 HP on the Lilligant. That's all we need. That's how we win. Good game, Nico. Good game. Alright, so our next opponent is Odaya, maybe? Anyway, Articuno, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Landorus, Salute Reg, and Greninja. Dude. Lilligant Torkoal still looks amazing. The only thing I need to do is make sure we deal with that Salute Reg. Is that potential to lead? Honestly, if they don't lead it, Lilligant Torkoal is just going to destroy our opponent's team. We'll have Landorus in the back. We do need a check for that Greninja, though. Greninja could definitely be running over us. Fluttermane's not a bad check, but Fluttermane's not going to be able to switch in on anything. We could decide to do Dragonite. E-Speed from this Dragonite could probably do a big dent, and if that Salute Ledge happens to Tera into like a grass type, we're just in a great spot with Dragonite. So yeah, why not? Dragonite's there. Dragonite can wall stuff, you know, from our opponent. Being a dragon, it actually resists quite a bit. So we'll see what happens. See, like with Dragonite, you don't have to Tera. That's why Dragonite's super nice. But if you do Tera, it's just that much better. Anyway, Articuno and Rillaboom hitting the field. Okay. Hi, how y'all doing? Nice day we're having. Rillaboom is getting a Grassy Sea, which is defense. Okay, fantastic. I thought it was attack boost there for a second. I was like, don't be getting that attack boost. I'm checking Psychic Flying. I don't know why I was thinking you were part of Ice. But anyway, turn 1. I'm expecting a Fake Out. Usually when you see that Rillaboom, expect Fake Out. Because they got it. And next turn we can get full power Eruption off safely. Yeah, sign me up. Alright, there's the Fake Out. So let's go. And what's this Articuno doing? Basically, it could have set up, and it did. It set up Tailwind. Okay, so that's a good move. That's a good move on our opponent's part. We're going to go after you on the Torkoal. Try and hit this Eruption, but now it's kind of getting in sketchy territory, because I bet you this Articuno is faster than our Lilligant at this point. But, you know, I mean, there's only one way to find out. And that is for us to Tera, Torkoal, and go for the Eruption play. And see what happens. I mean, this is very, very risky. Don't try this at home, kids. We do outspeed still with Lilligant. Let's go. We can get a double KO here. We can get a double KO. I know that real boom. Unless it has something up its sleeve, it should be knocked out. Ooh, an Articuno stays alive though. Yo, okay. Focus Sash? It didn't show anything, it just lived. Freezing Glare. This is why I thought it was an ice type. We living on Focus Sash though. We're good. We're good. And they have Tailwind up. Keep that in mind. That Lilligant was still able to outspeed, and they have Tailwind up. That's how busted this Pokemon is, guys. That's how busted that is. Torkoal's sitting here looking fine right now. And who are you sending out? Okay. Jetsu. I don't know. But that thing's probably going to outspeed. But yeah, we're Solar Blade. We'll throw a nice little powerful Heat Wave out there too, just to see what happens. Solar Blade, basically, if we outspeed, we can maybe potentially knock out this Greninja. It could have Focus Sash, it could have many things. So Greninja could still be on the field by the end of this turn. It does outspeed us, going for the Ice Beam into the Lilligant, which is fine. That is fine. You turn yourself into an Ice type. I'm going for Heat Wave, a fire move, and it's going to be boosted. So, and you just lost. Okay, and that's all you do is your defense is set up a light screen. Okay, Tera basically neutralizes that. So we still have a super powerful attack going off. And yeah, we knock out Articuno and Greninja here with Torkoal. Let's go. Let's go. You set up the Tailwind. I'll just sweep. That's the game plan. I like that game plan. It's a very good game plan. I'm going to go into Dragonite here. Depending on who your last Pokemon is, right? Urshifu Dark. Hi, friend. How you doing? How you doing? How's the kids? How's the wife? Let's go for that Outrage. Yeah, you have to, at this point, what? Respect the Torkoal. Wicked Blow. Into the Torkoal. Yep, you have to respect the Torkoal. But Dragonite's still here. Dragonite's still able to do that much damage. Just saying. And follow it up with a Heat Wave. That's game. And man, look at that time. I think we have enough time for at least one more battle. Well, this video, these battles are going by so quick. So quick. Let's get one more battle in. I usually just do free battles. But we got so much time. I think we can do one more. Let's go do one more. I'm not even going to try and say that guy's name. Khalid? Okay, I tried. Mimikyu, Urshifu, Heatran, Gudra, Stantler, hello, and Arbabova? Okay, Stantler definitely has a Violite now, though. So that's interesting. Could definitely be Trick Room. But Trick Room is really hard for my opponent to pull off, right? Because we do have the Torkoal, we have the Amoonguss, two of the best Trick Room Pokemon in the format. And, like, I dare you to set up Trick Room. Like, if you set up Trick Room, I'll just win. I'm leading Flutter main. Just that way I can have as much damage as possible. If they're setting up Trick Room, I do not need the Lilligant. I don't. So then it becomes, what do I need here? Landorus for the Intimidates? Urshifu, it really doesn't matter because they're wanting to go for that Wicked Blow. But that Mimikyu, it could definitely help. Or Dragonite. Dragonite has EQ. But it's really hard to use. Especially if they have Grassy Terrain cutting the field in half. Let's go Landorus. At least then we have a stab EQ. And we can put that next to Amoonguss, and Amoonguss tanks it fairly decent. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world if we end up going for EQ. We also have Bulldoze, which is a very interesting tech move on this Landorus. So, I mean, maybe we'll try and pull that off or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anywho, let's see who he leads with. And that will be the Mimikyu and the Heatran. Hello. Hello, friends. How y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I want to go for the Dazzling Gleam, and I want to go for the Earth Power here. And to me, that sounds pretty good because they're going to try and set up that Trick Room, most likely, right? But they know that what my team has, and they should know that I brought the Amoonguss. So I don't know. Deagling breaking this disguise, getting a little bit of chip damage onto the Heatran, followed up by a Shadow Claw from the Mimikyu. Hello, how you doing? That's not good. Mimikyu lost some HP, so that's Life Orb. Flash Cannon, that's resisted. Thank goodness. And we got the Earth Power off. And Heatran's still alive. That turn could have been a lot worse, actually. I was just predicting them to be a little bit passive and go for that Trick Room, but no, they actually take out Flutter Mane, which is absolutely huge, and I don't like it. Tera Water is not going to do me any good. Alright, so yeah, Earthquake here, and we can definitely protect Torkoal for right now. Heatran is forcing itself to switch out because, I mean, it don't want to take any more damage. And here comes the Arbivova, right? So that's good for our opponent. Wait, oh yeah, I have to hit it before Grassy Terrain activates. So yeah, here comes the EQ. Does it not get the Mimikyu? It does not. And now we see the Grassy Terrain activate. Now it weakens the power of ground moves. And it has a Grassy Seed, which boosts the defense. And there it is. Fantastic. That's what I wanted you to do. Setting up the Trick Room enables me so much freedom here. This enables so much freedom for my Torkoal. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know what you just released. Torkoal's fairly healthy too. Like, yeah, if you go for Shadow Sneak even, it don't matter. It don't matter. This Torkoal's about to get a double KO here in this situation. My friend, you had a great idea of not going for Trick Room against the Flutter Mane. You should have kept that idea. You've seen that I led Torkoal. You knew I had Torkoal. Torkoal's like the #1 threat in Trick Room, by the way. Like, you don't set Trick Room up if you see a Torkoal. And then you know I have a Amoonguss too. I could put everything to sleep. Let's go. Let's go, Eruption. Pick up this double KO, please. Fantastic. Landorus, what are you even doing here? Landorus, do we even need you, man? Do we? Do we really? I mean, all jokes aside, of course we need Landorus. Landorus is what makes things happen. Landorus forced that Heatran to switch out, which made this free, more free. Our opponent really wanted that Trick Room. So who do you have in the back? Who do you have to punish this Trick Room? Alright, so you have the Goodra. I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know about the Goodra. I don't know if that's going to punish the Trick Room play. We can go Rock Slide here. No big deal. I want to protect Torkoal. Because if Heatran's going to do anything, they're going to try and attack. They're going to try and attack the Torkoal. Come on, let's be honest. Heatran's terrestrializing into a grass type. That's not a bad Tera type for Heatran though. With its ability Flash Fire, it's the same thing as Blue Reg and Armor Rouge. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's actually a pretty good Tera. But it just, I mean, yeah. Thanks for protect. You know, that's good. Life Dew coming out from the Goodra. Goodra already has full HP. Heatran gets a little bit back. That's a lot, actually. That's a big portion. And Lender's just throwing off some rock slides, you know, like how we always do. I cannot hit this Heatran, and I need to save it. Save Torkoal for when I can, because then Torkoal could be a beast. So let's go U-turn and switch into Amoonguss. That's the play. That's the play. U-turn. And this is coming from a Landorus that is Adamant Nature. Like, this U-turn should pick up this KO. Granted, if he goes for Life Dew, that might be the play of the year, right? I mean, you gotta go offensive here soon, eventually. Life Dew again. Okay. So, he's just trying to get this Heatran as much HP back as possible. Good plays. I mean, good for him, right? I gotta do something about that Goodra. It's probably got Sap Sipper. Keep that in mind. I forgot all about that until just now. Yo, it's got Sap Sipper. It's got to. Sun's faded. I have Pollen Puff. Yeah, we're good. We Pollen Puff the Heatran here, and we will underspeed. Who's faster? Because I need Torkoal to be 1 point. Ooh, yeah, Torkoal's way faster in Trick Room. Okay, go back into Landorus. Pollen Puff right there. Alright, so yeah, going for Pollen Puff right here. We'll underspeed everything, right? We're under Trick Room still. And, I mean, it's a Trick Room that they set up. But yeah, Amoonguss will do this. We'll knock this out. No problem. There you go. Amoonguss knocking out Heatran. Never heard about that, have y'all? Well, here you are. You see it first here today. Alright. So now the Goodra going for Life Dew has nobody to heal up. And I really don't like how it has that potential now to go for as many Muddy Waters as it wants because the sun's not up. So you know what we gotta do. We're gonna start going to Flinch Town first off, and then we're gonna get into Torkoal to get the sun back up. So you can't go for that with Muddy Waters all freely nilly. This has a lot of switches this last game. This one's actually pretty intense though, showcasing how this team can do against opposing Trick Room, and we're doing good. We're doing good. Ooh, Landorus barely lives. Alright, here's the situation our opponent has to think about though. They know that we're about to get this double attack off. But who do you attack? You attack the Landorus, trying to pick up the KO, or do you try and attack the Torkoal to weaken the power of the Eruption? And he decided to do neither, as he decides to raise up his defense, but that don't help you against the Torkoal that's going for the Eruption in the sun at full health and doing the biggest chunk in the world to you. That ain't gonna help you having a boost on your defense when Torkoal's hitting you on the other side. Torkoal does so much damage. It's amazing. It's amazing. Landorus lands the Rock Slide with the Acid Armor. It actually didn't kill it, but it flinched it as the Eruption comes out to finish out the game. Let's go. That's how you end it. That's how you end it with fireworks, Torkoal. Hey, don't mess with this team under Trick Room. If you have Trick Room, you might be better off not to use Trick Room against this team, because that's how you win right there. That is how you win.